Hey guys, and welcome along to this abs workout with myself. My name's Dave Cross, and I'm the Group Exercise Program Manager and Master Trainer for PureGym. So a 20-minute abs class, or actually, more importantly, we call it a core workout, because we're going to hit our upper abdominals, our lower abdominals, our deep core muscles, our back, our glutes, and our obliques. So basically, it's an entire core training session. We're going to spend some time on our front, on our back, on our sides a little bit as well. So make sure you've got something comfortable on the floor so that it's not too tough on the elbows and the knees. All right, you don't need any equipment for this one, no additional weights today. This is all about you using your own body weight as a mechanism to actually train hard and get a real super strong core that will hopefully allow you to increase your ability, your strength, your capacities in other elements such as squats or any other strength training or anything that you do on a day-to-day basis. So we're going to start. Now, the workout itself doesn't really particularly need a massive warm-up, so we're going to get straight into a particular flow and a particular movement that you're going to see throughout the workout itself. So have a bit of space on your floor in front of you. I'm going to crank up the sounds a little bit, and I think we should pretty much get started, eh? Little sip. And start your trackers. Awesome. Okay, let's do this. So actually, you're going to kind of come down to a crouched position. It might feel a little bit strange at first. Hopefully it's comfortable enough for you. So in this sort of half weird squat sit position, we're going to start to do a bit of a walkout. This is going to help us activate our core. So watch the first few. In a crouched position, you're going to walk the hands forwards and back. Again, forwards and back. You'll notice that I'm still on the balls of my feet. My abs are braced, and you can join me whenever you can. Ideally, now. When you come out to that strong and long position, hands want to be under the shoulders. Now, anytime you need to, you can just drop to the knees for a brief second. When you come to the back, and you'll notice that the legs are starting to get a little warmer, the hips are starting to heat up, but your chest stays lifted. Now, when you get to the end of the plank, tap your shoulder twice. Watch. 1, 2. Come back and hold. Do that again. Crawl forwards. Tap. 1, 2. Come back. Pause. Now, when you pause, you can lift your chest, but you're going to stay braced the entire time. Already, there's some work, isn't there? Now, next time, you're going to take 4 taps. Follow me. Forwards, tap your shoulders, tap your knees. Walk back. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Twice more. One more time. Awesome. Touchdown. Short recovery. Now, I don't know about you, but I got that in my shoulders, chest a little bit, but of course my core and the hips and the legs are getting warm. So do this. Roll over onto your back. And it's a nice simple crunch. Fingers to temples, up for 2, and down for 2. A good breath on the way out. Tuck in the chin slightly. Elbows are going to stay out wide. Shoulder blades come away from the floor. And at the same tempo, you're going to throw in a C crunch, reaching toward the ankles. Go. And especially as you lower the legs, brace your abs so the lower back doesn't peel any further away from the floor. Single. Yes. All right, we're 5 minutes in already. What? Go 8, 7, 6, 2 more. All right, take a short rest, hold. come around, back over onto your front again. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm really warm. And I'm ready to get back into our main workout. So we're going to go back to that first exercise, but this time, almost going to ladder up. So you're going to go from the 2 shoulder taps to the shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee. And actually, we're going to try and repeat that a couple of times. You don't have to work at the same speed as me. You don't have to do the same amount of repetitions as me. The idea is that we're going to try and put as much tension as we can in that holding position before you have to crawl back. And you know what? Even if you want to crawl back and stand completely, that's okay as well. So, when you're ready, we're just going to go to the walk out and the shoulder taps. In 4, 3, brace yourself, lift chest, crawl forwards, shoulders, crawl back, hold. Do that again. Remember, it's progressive. When you tap the shoulder, aim to keep your hips and your shoulders still and square. One more. Next time, brace yourselves and go for the 4 taps. Go. Knees. Walk back. Again. Now let's see if you can do as many as you can before you have to walk back. So shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee, shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee. You're going to try and stay in this for as long as you can before you need to take a bit of a relief and sit back. Or you can just drop the knees. Once you think you've had enough, crawl back, take a few seconds, and then get to it again. Go. Another 15 seconds doing what you're doing. I know it's quite a lot for the shoulders, but the next exercise is back onto our backs. Let's go. Sit back. Whew. Well done. Wow, it's pouring off me already. Well, that's a really, really strong start. And we're already like 8 minutes into the workout because we're including the warm-up, because the warm-up really was the beginning of our session, wasn't it? Now, onto your backs. Pretty much the same pattern that you did before, the C crunch. Fingertips to temples, and it's called a C crunch because basically you're going to try and curl up into a sort of like a lying down capital C. Feet and knees up, rib cage lifts, up, up, down, and down. Now don't rush the lowering part. If you feel good, single, but throw your arms. Throw, reset, throw, reset. I'd like you to keep doing this for a little while, please. Whilst you're doing this, if your name's Ricky and you've got a daughter called Lucy, happy 60th for yesterday, buddy. This one's for you. You've been doing these workouts since day one of the very first lockdown, and I need you to keep doing them with us. Triple pulse at the top. Go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you're welcome, mate. 2 more. 1 more time. A short rest. Hold. Upper and lower abdominals are really starting to bite now. So let's do this. The triple pulse crunch. Then reach your arms and your legs out straight at the end. We're going to have a short block of that before we come back over onto your front. Ready to go. On your marks, set, triple pulse and reach. Go. 3, 2, 1, reach out. 3, 2, 1, reach out. When you reach, try to take it out to about 45 degrees. That's arms and legs, or tap the toes. The idea is, and keep going, the idea is that when the legs go out, the lower back needs to stay pressed down towards the floor. So if it does lift a little too much, don't worry, just bend the knees and tap the toes down. I'm going to need you to do that twice more before you come back over to your front. Reach towards your ankles, then reach away. One more. Beautiful. Stop. Little towel down. Come onto your front. Oh. All right. Now, a bit more of a solid movement this one. We're going to try and stay quite static in a hover position, but normally I might set you up as a hover like this. Elbows under shoulders and your knuckles come together. This time, watch my hands. They're flat on the floor and they're straight forwards. So hand, elbow, shoulder in line. Now this one's going to be pretty tough as a workout for your core, but you're also going to give your triceps a good kicking too. If this gets too much at all, then either stay on your knees or you can come back to the traditional hover and stay. But here's what you're going to try. First of all, brace your abs and just keep the knees on the floor as you lift your hips. Now, straight away, that might feel a little different. It might feel a little weird and alien because your hands are apart. But here's what you're going to try. You're going to alternate extending your arms. Watch first. Extend, extend, bend, bend. Then alternate the starting arm. Give that a go with me now. Go. Up, up, down, down. But the hand stays still. So essentially, once you're up, your core is under a greater demand because you're reaching further away. The shoulders want to stay relatively square. As in, you're not doing this one. Twisting. 4 more. How's those triceps? How's the back of the arms? 1 more. And now simply hold here. Freeze. Stay there unless you need to rest and recover. Stay there. Now listen, you're about to take that to a new level. So in the same position, you're going to take your knees off the floor in about 15 seconds. So try to hold if you're still there. Press the heel of the hand into the ground. Press the toes into the ground. Come all the way up to full hover and extend the arms. Switch. But try to keep the rest of your body really still, strong, and silent. 4 more. Two more times. Last one. Good, rest. Whew. Beautiful, look at that. Look at that. No time to get my blue paper towel. So we'll just leave that where it is, eh? Okay, back onto your back. So, in your lying position again. This time, so we're still going to work our crunching. We're still going to work our upper and lower abdominals. But this time, the knees are going to stay up. We're going to hit the pulses again. But at this point, we're now going to try and extend something else. So here we go. It's a triple pulse. Then head comes down, but out, out, in. Go. 3, 2, 1. Touch. Out, out, in, and in. Go. Now, the lower you take the legs, the more stress and strain you put into the lower abdominals. And that's a good thing, unless your lower back arches, like I said before. So we want to try and stay pulled in and down, firmly pressed toward the ground, and we do it all again. You're almost there. You're almost there. There's another 5 minutes of work left, team. Not 5 minutes of this, don't worry. I'm going to ask for another 4 more of those. The upper abdominals are working really hard on the triple crunches, and then the lower abs are having to really hang in there when you extend the legs. Or you can just tap the heels. Twice more. Oh. One more time. Yes, good. A little sip. Probably not best to drink whilst you're lying down on your back, but hey. Cheers, it's needed. Okay, guess what? Yep, roll over. Back onto your front. And we are back into that hover position again. Did you know, every time you hold a really good hover or a plank, you're actually activating your core so well and so much that it's going to affect so much more than what you think of just having the ability to hang in a plank longer. You're going to increase your run, your walk, your sprint, your squat, your throw, everything, because every muscle that's basically attaching upper to lower body is training really hard to keep you stabilized, especially when you go to raise one side over the other. So that's the reason why I've thrown that into you. So now, keeping that same theory, we're going to come down to the ground. Now this might feel a little more advanced, as does everything really, and it should, because really what you're doing, nothing should feel easy. Everything wants to challenge you. And if ever something does feel easy or comfortable, then it's time to take it up to the next step and up to the next level. So with that in mind, again, not an easy movement. Toes are going to dig into the floor. We'll come back to the hover. So in this holding position, you can come back to this position or tapping the knees on the floor whenever you feel like it's necessary. But here's what we're going to do. Watch. You're going to take a little walk side to side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Elbow and foot moves at the same time. But it's a small step, trying to land really carefully. If that's too much, you can hold the elbows still and just tap the foot. That's still going to give you lots of progression with this hover. Or knees can go down and you can reach out. Your choice. If it's a little too much for the forearms, stay on your knees, or you can keep the forearms still and just go with the toe tap. 15 seconds. You've got to choose which part of this movement is going to benefit you the most. But if it's just about hanging in there from the intensity in your core, try to stay in there for another 4 blocks. Go. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold, hold. 3, 2, 1, time. Yes. All right, one final move, one final exercise. Good news, we can leave the shoulders alone. Come onto your backs yet again for the last move. So, we've hit the C crunch. We now need to work a little bit more on identifying and actually isolating our obliques. So for this part, we're going to try and find a little bit of rotation. So here, clasp your hands. Arms are going to stay quite long and strong. The stronger they are now, the more it's going to allow you to move and rotate. So watch, middle, corner, go. It's just a small crunch, but the rotation, when you come from corner to corner, should be through the middle of your chest and not just your arms that are turning. Did you get that? Keep going. Middle of your chest changes direction. Center, twist. Center, twist. Take a short rest. Now, reach arms overhead. There you go. There you go. Clasp. Go. Shoulder blades don't have to come far off the floor for this to work, but they have to move, and it can't just be the arms, unfortunately. Sorry. 20 seconds. And this will be your finisher. So finish really strong here. Can you go for another 10 seconds? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Good work. Yes. 19 minutes and 54 seconds. All right, just give the hip flexors and the abdominals a little stretch by lifting the hips. All done. And then just do this, hips down, legs out straight, arms reach overhead. Just a little stretch right here. All right, relax. Come up, roll over onto your front for just one more little release for the abdominals. Hands to floor, lightly lift at the chest. And that's your 20-minute core workout done. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. And again, rookie, enjoy your 60th yesterday, mate. Sit back. As always, team, keep fighting, stay strong. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Stay safe, guys. See you soon.